Viktor does that quite well, but also falls under that category of another immobile carry that we can see pretty much all of WE's champions be able to get on top of quite easily.
So explain to me a little bit about top esports here, because what I see is a comp that can really try and threaten back.
Get to a point where he could just kind of spam that E, be able to clear out those waves quite easily, allow Jgl to look for roams.
Oh, Jiumeng, this is going to be a lot of damage. He's going to have to flash here, Lyric. He's already used Cleanse over the wall potentially, but this is not his side. First blood, but the flash is matched, of course. JackeyLove or Jgl, who's going to find it? Zenith Blade's back up and available. They stun him, and JackeyLove has first blood.
And Jiumeng aggressive.
Out of breathe, he's back in the lane. Down the bottom lane. Good Zenith Blade here, but the Facebreaker lands on both. JackeyLove doesn't have his flash from the earlier play, and there's the retribution. WE get one in the bottom side.
So
might have to question where we're going next though, Lyric, because in the bottom side, flash burn again. Facebreaker onto draw. He used his flash before, but it was timed well from Missing to catch him off of that, while Karsa just does Dragon. And meanwhile, so there's nothing to see here, boys. Big boy Akali. That's the slicing Maelstrom forced out with the flash as well. Now we're getting a dive in the bottom lane. JackeyLove says, help, get me out of here. But Missing will actually be the trade-off in the end. A 1-for-1, but the 80 carry of WE stays in lane, while Joel catches the... JackeyLove can go back to the lane's natural places. Missing over the wall. Wants a Facebreaker, but there's going to be a lot of burn damage. He gets the shield for the Haymaker, but the Onslaught of Shadow is too easy. A 1-for-1 trade for now, but I think top esports are still okay. Shanks going to be next, and you've just given kills over to Knight. Again, we saw how it worked in game 1.
It was very weird.
That's a big deal. Is how comps interact is always more important. As Breeze's going to use the ultimate on the top side to clear the way, but 369 doesn't care. He's got the Shuriken flip. He's going back in to flash away from Breeze. Lyric. So WE now know, and they're positioning in front of Drag.
Ooh, but look at Breeze. He's heading straight down, so he will be here first.
Yeah, Showstopper used. Brings JackeyLove back in the fight, but he's an AoE until Jiumeng takes him over the wall. WE are going to trade 1-for-1 in this case, though, as Draw is getting engaged on. Undertow at the ready. Onslaught of Shadows doesn't reach Jiumeng, but Knight's now here. The Hecarim, Galio ultimate in a choke is perfect. And WE have won this fight. It's now all up to Knight if he can get one pick off. Shanks over the wall is where Knight flashes in the end. And it is a WE win, means Dragon in their pocket too.
JackeyLove just walking too far forward. This get caught out by Missing. Great find by him with that Hex Flash. And then we did see the weird way that top esports comp works out, right? It goes in a lot of different directions. We saw Knight wanting to play a bit more far back, while Karsa going in. 369 can't really just run forward into Hex Core anymore. It's about getting Hex Fragments. You get 1 for minion kills, 5 for large minions, 25 for takedowns, so you would assume he definitely at least has 2 of them.
Boy, it's a Vayne versus a Kaiser. I think Vayne wins. Knight has a Mortal Shield, but he wants a healing up as Shanks teleports in, but it's too late. Meanwhile, Missing between two. It's a sandwich, but JackeyLove, it tastes off. With the 1-for-1 here, Draw getting targeted next. One more undertow necessary, but beishang way too far away as Karsa is going to chase this up with his Ghost at the ready. And with the Rage Knife means his on-hit damage is going to be quite large. The level 11 Vayne now getting in position. Draw starting this one in front of the Rift Herald. They've found a pick, and it's Shanks going down. Unable to use the ultimate. That's a core part of the kit. It's Jiumeng. The target for Karsa. Everyone in. Slicing Maelstrom, though, for Breathe. Does it bring it back? A little too late to the parties. JackeyLove matches the flash. 2 low health bars. This is yummy. Christmas ham, Christmas turkey. Put that aside when you have 2 low health bars in League of Legends. It is
No, they just want the immediate gold now from this mid lane turret. Not sure if this was the best call when, again, you could have used this in like 30 seconds to force, but maybe wanting a bit more injection of gold for some immediate power spikes right now.
It was a lot of gold, considering it was first turret blood and actually puts top esports in a commanding lead for now. Jiumeng at half health as 369 is on the hunt, but the rest of WE here to back him up. Shanks even uses a Predator. They're chasing Akali. Shield of Duran necessary is into the Shroud. The O was not maintained. Facebreaker there. 369 doing a lot of damage. Oh, Shuriken flip there. Can they kill Galio? Yes. Before he ults to safety, top esports going forward again. 1 already killed. beishang in the choke. Zenith Blade used, but Ragnarok as a response. Karsa zoning out the backline. beishang has nowhere to go but forward as Breathe is coming in too. The poke through there, and Gore Drinker remains super strong. Facebreaker from Missing as well. Turns the play for WE. 369 jumps back in the Shuriken flip. It doesn't end here. Feels like LPL all over again as Karsa is chasing up on Breathe. 369. 1 more tick at the slicing Maelstrom, while up on the top side, Knight versus beishang ends in the Vayne's favor. It's an ace, baby, and top esports all the way.
Of course, with that that phantom hit passive. It does work with the sign, and again, this is why we've always hyped this man so much. And I think definitely a top 3 top laner in the LPL, like no doubt in my mind. His flexibility is nice.
Knight now onto Missing. Solo laner number 2. Batter up. Onto Missing. Dodges the way. Good little Q there. Goes invisible. The shield of Duran. Absolutely magnificent. That stops the play before Missing goes down.
Yeah, that was a bit of a head scratcher. But we're going to go back to the skirmish earlier where 369 and JackeyLove comboing well, but I'm going to pause on this replay because we have some shenanigans going on in the bottom left of our screen.
Vitals, baby. We've actually got a shutdown there going over to the Galio who sorely needed it. Sure can flip, well dodged. The Solar Flare comes through. 369 got low. This is 369 as we talked about. He sprints in, wants beishang. The level 14 Akali, there's a shuriken flip. Perfect execution is available and there's a bit of damage down, but beishang will heal up. Top Esports have deep side vision.
Another thing I want to highlight. Oh, wait.
Oh, man. Missing's coming in. That's a flanking angle, but he only gets one with the face breaker. Goes down immediately. 369 takes him while in the backline. Gets that assassination. Karsa's there too. And WE, it looked so perfect. The damage too much to deal with. And because Missing doesn't get the face breaker, it all falls apart.
Might not have the highest KP, but he is playing with so much swagger. He's constantly going in, taking these aggressive angles. He's comboing these skills perfectly to always be right out of arm's reach.
Many things to highlight, and while it is sad for WE, they don't get that miracle flank. It is still 4 minutes into the game. They have an Infernal Rift for the taking, and this will lead them to Soul Point with absolutely no contestation from WE. Game 2 feels like it is getting more and more sealed, and that one member can take on 3.
The game, it's about that you have some really good lane matchups that you can really push really far forward if you give them a bit of attention. Is missing.
There's the flank again. That's a 3-man face breaker, but the Galio Hero's entrance only hits one. JackeyLove low, and he's dead. beishang gets him in the backline, and although he dies, maybe Breathe brings him back with a slicing Maelstrom. But the problem is Knight. Still alive. You can't take down one carry and expect to win. Onto Jiumeng. Hit necessary, but he doesn't care. In the end, it is a triple going down. Everyone gone.
Guys, how this champion is meant to be played. And TS taking such a commanding lead in this. Probably not able to close out right now, but this game feels tough for the side of WE.
It feels pretty in the bar. Showed them the blue steel. WE were blown away. Teleport through the mid lane. They want to fight it to the end, and I agree. Shanks is chasing up 369 as Draw has found an escape path until... yeah, he's probably dead. Gonna use the Baron buff to give a bit of boost to the minions, but he's dead at the very least.
For the pick, Missing once again going in with that flash and ultimate. Missing does go down to start off the fight, but Shanks looks like he's caught out.
He's too far forward. 369 will get this easily. JackeyLove, if not, he'll just take the kill. This is like you're playing solo queue. You guys do all the work and the 80 carry.
They see that Karsa is topside.
There's a teleport coming in. Missing, rolling in like thunder. But is he going to act like lightning here as he strikes down pretty true? Knight's still back, untouched. Missing, doesn't get the face breaker on the Vayne. Watch Knight. Tumbles in, still hasn't been hit, and he has a lot of life still. He gets shown up, but breathes on him. There's the crucial pick that we're talking about. And with Knight going down, now 369 has to find Shanks, but a little bit too far away. Top Esports maybe breaking the base with Karsa, but at least WE got a couple.
Definitely much needed gold injection coming in from WE. I feel like there really isn't much W can do about this. They're clearly giving it up. WE just realizing, hey, they can't go for this. They want to buy more time, just keep clearing waves, maybe get some more items.
Early game. And Draw the one engaged on Jiumeng going in first, and Predators procced English. Shanks is walking in as well, and with the shuriken flip and missing at half health, he's a key member. Has to use a haymaker. Comes out of beishang out of the woods, but going into the back line, Missing's dead before he lands. There's the burst once again. Breathe with a great ultimate, but it's already too late. Galio's ulting to his death too. Justice punch back in. Onslaught of Shadows. Put it in the basket. We've been going shopping this whole game long, and Top Esports finally make it to the checkout.
Series Knight with a completely standout performance on this Vayne.
Vayne, the Viktor from JackeyLove, 369. Not a bad foot here in Top Esports as they move to match point in the Demacia Championship in what was a stunning game.
And that QSN waves or recall timings, but hey, TS weren't exactly known for that throughout the year either. They were always known for individual talent, laning phases, and especially their team fighting has always been pretty much the most prestigious.